The Earth is a beautiful place, an oasis of life in a black, endless sea of nothing. Humans have become the masters of this world by ingenuity, achievement, and an insatiable drive to continue to exist. Yet now that we have eliminated all predators, we find ourselves the biggest threat to our collective future. We move from survival to abundance to excess. And now we have turned our paradise into a place overran with needless things as we deplete our resources, making this a wasteful world. There is nothing as thrilling as winning. Yet, what is lost in that pursuit? Sports, lottery, and gambling is a multi-billion-dollar-a-year hole that people throw hard-earned money into, with little to no return at all. The draw and allure of gambling is the big payoff, the big win. And to that end, people often exchange money that could be used to make their lives better for an elusive chance at the thing that really drives the gambler: a life of plenty, a life without worry. People spent $119 billion on sports betting in 2023 in the USA. That's roughly $340 for every adult and child in the country. To put that into perspective, at $200,000 per home, you could buy the 653,000 homeless persons in the United States a brand new house with 13 months of sports betting money, or pay for a year's groceries for almost 20 million households. What, if any, is the benefit of sports betting? There is nothing to indicate that sports betting has any social or personal benefit at all. Gambling addiction is a big issue with sports betting. Unlike casinos, racetracks, or even the lottery, online sports betting can be done at 3 a.m. in your bathrobe from your living room. And there are other costs. The NFL recently gave $6.3 million to the National Council on Problem Gambling, most going to their hotline that has seen a 103% increase in use since 2020. And beyond that, no one knows how much money the NFL and other sports leagues spend internally to prevent corruption league-wide. In 2023, Americans spent $113 billion on state-ran lotteries. With that money, you could pay off 13 million households' credit card debt, or buy 5.3 million new cars, or cover the daycare costs for 9.7 million children in the United States each year. The addiction rates and tragic effects of lottery gambling is well documented. This is because of the pervasiveness of state-run lotteries. No other form of gambling has so much advertisement and product placement like state-ran lotteries. Gas stations, convenience stores, supermarkets, billboards, radio, TV, and online advertising. The odds are the worst of all gambling, and the bigger the winnings, the sooner the winner will go broke. And according to the National Endowment for Financial Education, 70% of lottery winners go bankrupt within a few years. Most small winners under $100,000 will put every dollar back into the lottery within 12 months. In 2023, the casinos took in $66 billion. Nevada's casinos brought in $15 million statewide in revenue, and the $51 billion other dollars spent were on all other states' casino businesses. Casinos are a black box you enter and become absorbed by the sights and sounds, and that is intentional. Casinos are designed for people to forget the time and built so that you cannot even tell if it is day or night outside. At-risk casino gamblers lose around $3,000 annually, while recreational gamblers lose about $500 annually. One of the more shocking statistics about casino gambling is that only 50% of the money gambled in casinos come from funds that patrons carry with them. Gambling activates the brain's reward system, which is powered by dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter inside the brain that reinforces sensations of pleasure and connects those sensations to certain behaviors or actions. You would expect to only feel excited when you win, but your body produces these neurological responses even when you lose. This means that once the thrill of the moment takes over, some people have trouble recognizing when it is time to stop playing. Another factor is the illusion of control. An illusion of control occurs when a person believes that they can control the outcome that is uncontrollable. In the context of gambling, gamblers believe they have a special skill or knowledge that gives them an advantage when gambling. This is in stark contrast to all known facts. The house always wins. The social costs of gambling are hidden only to the extent that they are often misunderstood or overlooked. Empirical studies which report that the impact on society of one additional pathological gambler is around $9,393 per year. The National Council on Problem Gambling says that there are 2.5 million people in the United States that have severe gambling problems, and another 5 to 8 million that have mild issues with gambling. At a cost of $9,369 in social costs per year, comes to a staggering $70 billion a year from addiction-related costs and damages. Considering all of this, and the odds of winning, and all the hidden costs of this needless and wasteful activity, the question needs to be asked: are we using money wisely when we gamble? Sources say no. When you really consider all that could be done with over $250 billion each year, gambling is a sucker's bet, and one we cannot afford to make.